beautiful, beautiful Scorpio. What the hell are you going through? What the hell have you been through? Cut this shit out. Cut this person out. You are, oh my gosh, your spirit is crying. Your spirit is calling. Your spirit is waning, waxing. Like you poured your heart. You poured your heart out. You poured your heart into a situation, sending out your best. Like you sent out every single drop of your energy into something, expecting a return, because Scorpios are designed to, we're meant to transmute energy, and we're supposed to be very powerful. And you put all of your energy, all of your ducks in this, whatever you call it, eggs in your one basket, right? And you sent it all out. You said, this is my love. You made a basket, you tied a bow, you put all the little fixings in there, and you just designed it, and you were like, this is my love. This is what I have to offer all of yourself. You offered all of yourself. And you said, this is it, and you sent it away in a direction that you were hoping to receive that back. Like you expected to send a basket and then to also receive a basket of love back in return. And instead, you got mind games. This is my clarification. I did a reading just before this and these cards, the prostitute and the devil, like the end of the reading just blew my mind, and I had to do this extra reading because this energy of sex magic and possession and all this strange energy was coming into me, and I could not process it. I was 20-something minutes into the reading, and this dark energy was coming through. And I'm really seeing how somebody that you are giving this love basket to, that I'm talking about sex, like you're having sex with this person, and they are using that power against you. And it's all subconscious. Like I don't even know if they're consciously aware of it, but they know you're gullible to do it. They know that they're using you. They know that they're manipulating you because you're so giving, because you're so kind. So they're pulling your strings. They may love you. It's not like, the problem with love is all people have different definitions of love. And however you're loving and what you're sending off, what you're expecting to receive in return is not equal. You're getting mind games in return. Look how fiery this is. It's like it actually came in reversed, which made me feel like it was a stab in your heart. It was a stab in your psyche and your consciousness, because this is the mind, and I'm seeing how it's just manipulating you and taking your thoughts, and you're jumping through hoops. You're jumping through hoops. And if you're not now, this is your past energy, just leaving this energy, or you're about to leave this energy. But the thing is, you got to choose to do so. The problem with the devil is we stay in the energy of the devil for as long as we allow the energy to control us, because it's just energy. It's all mind. It's mind space. So something within your mind space is tricking you into thinking that something outside of yourself, a relationship, something external of you, is going to fill your cup, is going to reciprocate love in your way, in your language. But that's not what's happening. That's not what has happened. Instead, we have this, it's very fire and passionate. Like the sex is great. It's good sex. Like it's good sex. It feels good. Like you want this. This is very animalistic. This is primal. This is flesh. Like you want to devour this energy. It's so Scorpios, whatever other people do, I really don't know what everyone does, and I don't know everything, but I do feel here with this scorpionic energy, it's like sex slave. Look at the servant. Trickster. See? And there, okay. I think I got a clear message. So You got the Servant, the Trickster, and the Don Juan, if I'm saying that correctly. But basically, these three energies are telling me that you are this person's intuitive sexual pleasure, their desire, their, and you as well. Like, you are completely in this fantasy. You are drowning in this fantasy as well. This is sexually a match for you. It satisfies you physically. This is a pleasurable energy. The problem is, I feel, see, it's literally the same energy. Look. So do you see? I can't do both. My best. If you can see, that's the same exact energy. The Trickster is the one that I said the manipulation is coming from here, and that's the Trickster energy. And then this is you sending off your love. You know, the Servant. You're serving this person. Plain and simple. You are serving this person's fantasy. And, you know, for a Scorpio, that could be beautiful. Like, oh, we are in a fantasy? Like, let's go. This is fun. Let me play with this. Let me enjoy this experience. Because Scorpio energy is all about sex, right? Death, rebirth, sex, and transformation. So, honestly, sex can be a very fun experience. And it can be a very pleasurable, enjoyable energy that we want to know the depths of. So what you're doing is you're learning an energy here. The problem is you're stuck because it's not satisfying you beyond that. It's very physical. It's very primal. It's very lustful. It's not filling your heart space outside of it. You can't have sex all the time. Like, you can't have sex all the time. You have to have other obligations and other parts of your life. And I feel jealousy and things holding you back from experiencing the full dynamic of a partnership, which is what you're craving within that basket that you sent off. You didn't just want sex. Like, you didn't just send off a sex basket. Like, you wanted other things, you know, whether it's family or spending time together, enjoying certain interests and hobbies, talking about certain topics, having relationships in other ways rather than just rolling over and being ready for that moment. You know, we can experience physical pleasure in many dynamics, especially sexual energy, right? You can have 27 sex partners, which is not a good idea. Don't do that. But the problem with Scorpio is the loyalty and the love aspect of a Scorpio, because once you open your heart, you're open. You're feeding this person your energy, and that's what's happening here. That's why this was so powerful in the last reading. You are just laying out for this person. Look at this. And they're profiting off of you in some way. Look at that. That's what it's saying. It's like you're spread open, wide equal, and this person is profiting off of that. They're stealing and harnessing your power through sex and profiting in some sort of way. And you don't see it because you are just there for the experience, and you are expecting that reciprocation and love. That's the manipulation. Is there's some sort of profit, there's some sort of gain. You're giving your power to another person. You're giving your power away, and that person is elevating themselves, but it's through sadistic manipulation. Spirit is asking you to do these again. So you have the Star and the Hanged Man as like what type of energy, in order to get out of this, in order to say, devil, get behind me, like energy, you know, this is all energy. In order to get that energy behind you and to get out of it, like it's all a mind trap, right? You have to, wow, this card is so, let's see, you're indulging. Celebrating the beauty within yourself with the Star, come on. Okay, so you got the Star card. move into this energy, move into your hopes and dreams and what it is that makes you shine. What is it about you that makes you special? What is it that you can give to the world? But at the same time, this star card has so much pain involved with it. This star card is sacrificing herself. She's recognizing that as much as she desires or wants with these two energies, as much as she desires and wants something to emotionally fulfill her, she has to recognize that this may be just a physical pleasure. And it's sad because that's not what you expected. That's not what you gave. You weren't in it for physical pleasure. You were in it for long-term loyalty, like Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, matrimony. Like you wanted this, you wanted it. Like you really, really dreamed of it. This was your dream. This was your dream. And now you're literally pouring out all of your emotions just in any way that you can figure out how to emotionally release all this built up energy that was never cuddled, like you were waiting. That's the cup. Yeah, you filled your cup so much. You have such a full cup of love. And you were waiting for so long and now you're just pouring it out. Along with your heart. Like this stab, like you got stabbed in the heart. And now it's so hard for you. This is such a difficult... How do I explain this energy? You got the Star with the Hangman. Now you're stuck. You're stuck. You're like, how in the world did I put myself in this situation? You're probably very angry at someone else. You're probably very angry that this person did this to you, and the saddest reality of it all is you did this to yourself. You at some point agreed to the coming together with this energy and sharing it and living the fantasy, living the lie, the illusion. And now it's coming down, that whenever you're ready, when you're willing to accept this truth, when you're willing to recognize that everything that you wished for was a lie. Oh, wow. This is so heartbreaking. You realize everything was a lie, so that's too hard for you to face. It's too much. It's too much energy for you to say, that really happened to me. And now, slow and steady, because in the reading that drew me to do this reading, it was about being slow and steady. The turtle came out, and the page or the Knight of Pentacles, one or the other, and it was like talking about taking one step at a time forward, because it's a big mess to uncrumble everything that you experienced. This is Pisces and Aquarius energy so far, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, which I don't like to even stick with those, but you got pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. And I'm thinking that's at the expense of yourself. I think you were indulging in the pleasure of this connection, how it made you feel on a physical level, and sacrificing your emotional level and your mental level for the physical pleasure. And that's the trick of the devil. The devil tricks you that the material world is more powerful than the heart and the mind, when that's not the truth. The material is actually a manifestation far after those. First you have to think of an idea, you have to feel, and then you can manifest something physically, right? Think of a baby, have the feeling and the emotion, and then you physically can give birth, right? Some sort of transformation has to happen first in the mind. And the devil got you tricked. The devil trapped you in the minds or the energy that had you fooled. And sadly, the learning experience here, because as a Scorpio, you're here to learn. You're here to evolve. You're here to expand. You're not here to, I don't want to say cry over spilled milk, because you are. You're sad. You're very sad. and revengeful. Like, this makes you angry. You're like, what the hell? Like, hold on, this happened to me. And that's why the lightning flew out like that, because you want to, like, literally, you want lightning to strike this person and kill them. Like, you would prefer that to happen. That's how angry this would make you. This energy would put you in. And you just don't get it. You want answers. You want someone to say, hey, I did this and I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I broke your heart. I'm sorry that I had you waiting, and I strung you along. I manipulated you. I didn't, reciprocate what you gave me. But instead, you're getting games and lies and tricks, and you're dancing with the devil. I just made a video about that. I highly recommend you watch it on my other YouTube channel. It's called A Dance with the Devil or something like that. The devil made me do it. You were waiting for a harvest. You were waiting for... This was your completion also. You thought this was your completed energy. And instead, you thought you were going to send out your package and receive a harvest in return. And this could be a harvest of abundance in any way. Like, I'm seeing abundance of love. Like, you wanted love in return. You wanted to be loved. You wanted to give this person the most mutable version of yourself. You mutated. You literally changed and descended. You came down, or let's say up often, because I like to think of Scorpios as the depth. You came up for this person to the shallows. You became shallow for this person. And now you are crying. You are sad. You are broken. You are hurt. You are in pain because it didn't come true. It did not manifest how you envisioned it. And that can be hard because, Scorpios, we do have control issues. We want to control everything, and we want things to go the way that we see them. We have great vision. We have great psychic abilities. And intuitively, this was you bonded to this person very strongly. And it's like, I'm not ready to come down yet. Like, I'm angry. I don't know if I'm ready to swim to that deepest depth of that I can go to. Because if I do, I have to fully let go. And that's so hard to do. We have control issues, right? We don't want to let go. We're trying to control the situation. And I think you really need to let go because, man, look at that inner light. So the Hermit holding his inner light here is the advice. This is the advice that's coming through, is that's also the Star, because the Hermit is carrying its own light. It's saying, I am my guiding light. I am going within. And this is also swimming to the depths. Like, this is going deep into the psyche. Like, really, really going inside of yourself and saying, I fucked up. I fucked up so much. As much as I want to externalize this pain and put it on other people and say they did this, that, and the third, I have to recognize how I brought this on myself in order to transform, in order to ascend, in order to be born again. Because we aren't out here trying to have sex with everybody. Like, Scorpios really want to give. You want to give your love to someone. And let's say you want, I don't know who you are, but however you want to give your love, you want to give it in that way. There's no other option. Your loyalty is to love. You are here to love. Like, you want to love, and you have to be in love to feel whole, but I think the energy is, I think you're being asked to be loyal to yourself, because look at this energy. So here's the devil again. The devil came out with the Hierophant, because it's actually just the Hierophant, but this specific deck has like a devil and like a witch or some sort of creature, bowing down to the structures and the orders and the squares. the Saturn, like this is very Saturn, and how do I say it? It's very rigid energy. Yeah, this is okay. I'm seeing manipulation. Okay. And there's a whip here. So it also has something to do with authority. Like this person has power over you. This person has authority over you. And I feel like Spirit is really saying you're going to have to take control of yourself, because you gave so much power away that you're so lost in the energy that you don't even know how much. You don't even know how much. Learn from the past. What did you learn from this? Know your worth. Yeah, you had feelings of being unworthy, and you had feelings of this person made you feel unworthy of yourself, but you are worthy. You are worthy. The problem with externalizing your power is when you say, I'm not good enough, or when you say, what did I do wrong? Why did this person do this to me? Why did it happen this way? When you say these things, somewhere deep inside of your mind, you're really asking, why was I not worth it? Why was I not valuable? And if you're asking this question externally, then that means you have some sort of internal disconnection with your own self-worth. And there's something within you ancestrally, because this is also like DNA and memory, because this connects to your ancestors, and your ancestors are trying to come through and say, when did you give away your value? When did you decide that you were not worth love? Not worthy of equal, balanced love? Instead of just giving it away to the point where you became controlled and manipulated. Set healthy boundaries. You got to set healthy boundaries with this individual, and with yourself. What physical pleasures are you indulging in to the point where you are spiritually and emotionally killing yourself? Where are you? Yeah, where are you saying, dominate me, control me, I'm yours? Are you speaking those words? That's actually really important. Are you in foreplay and in some way there? Like I see it as sexually. Are you saying I'm yours? This is awkward, but you know what I'm saying. Like when you give away your sexual energy, you are sex energy. We are not here to just give our sex energy away. We are here to transform people with our sexual energy, but we need to be in our power first. Don't just give your sexual energy to people that don't deserve your power. Because what happens when you do that? We get religion. We get the thing about spirituality is, yeah, spirit's real. Yeah, God is real. Yeah, the connection to source, creation, love, and light is real. But so is those that choose to use it for manipulation and power and dominance and control. So who did you give your power to that is manipulating, dominating, and controlling you? What words are you speaking? These are spells. You were literally speaking spells into existence. And this person has mind control over you. This is psychic attack. This is torture. You're bowing down to someone who literally just wants to dominate you. That's their version of love. Is that yours? Because I don't think it is. I think that spirit is trying to guide you out of this situation and letting you know that if you set these boundaries, the universe is right there with you. It's going to have your back. Spirit's coming through to say, yo, you're not alone. It's okay. I'm going to hold your hand through this. You're not going to be, it's going to be hard. It's an addiction. This is a powerful addiction that you have that you need to cut this shit out. Cut it out. Yep, see? I didn't even notice that one. And there's, come on, real life. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fudge? I'm freaking out. Like the cards just keep going. Okay, so violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So you got this spirit, which is like kind of saying like somebody's taking advantage of spirituality in some sort of way. And coming through with these two cards is very powerful because, so the Hermit with this, the Healer. These cards together are the psychic attack, vampire energy, sucking you dry, taking this person is a very good manipulator, huh? So is the devil. That's why the devil came through. That's why the prostitute and the devil came through. Because the prostitute has an idea that they have to sell their bodies for sex, because sadly, this world lives in that kind of energy that beautiful women are giving away their sexual energy for money because greed and structures and squares rule the world. And we got to go inside of ourselves, guys. Women, innocents, those that are being abused, those that are being taken advantage of. If we don't go inside and take back our power, like this world is turning to, it's not turning dark, it's turning light. It was dark, and this is coming to the surface. And as Scorpios, it's our job to shine the light on the darkness. And if we keep allowing our own energies to be dominated, how in the world are we going to show others the darkness that's all around us? The darkness that we see on a day-to-day basis that everyone ignores, that everyone acts as if it's not even there. You know, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. We want to show this truth to the world. There's pedophilia. This is like such dark energy, guys, and I don't want to live here too long but that's what it is. And it's going to take a Scorpio to face that shit. Because as sensitive and defensive and seductive as we may be, you know, we're very intuitive. We're very psychic. We're very powerful. We're very loving and nurturing and caring. And we're going to stand up for those that are abused and tortured and neglected. And first and foremost, we need to stand up for ourselves. We can't just expect the world to do it for us, because the world thus far has not done it. Okay? Like, we got to take back our power. Oh, see? How? Yep. So you get the Moon with the Ten of Cups. What illusions do you have around what your emotional happiness is? What lies, what delusions and misconceptions and addictions and fears? You know, what's trying to be illuminated? What is it? What is this emotional? What is it? What is the limiting belief? What is the right choice? What sins are you trapped in? The energy, not the religion, the sin, the energy of lust, of guilt, or gluttony, anger. Are you allowing someone to be aggressive with you? Are you taking torture that you don't deserve? Are you torturing yourself? What are these options? What is this mental game? What illusions do you have? How do you free yourself? What is the I'm sorry. This is very emotional for me. It connects to me a lot. And I know that the energy of Scorpio has a lot of healing to do within self, collectively, and for the world. Collectively, Scorpio energy, and for the world, we're in the age of Aquarius now. The age of Aquarius is about big changes, big picture, selfless acts of humanitarian things. Like, what humanitarian big picture vision do you have that you are bound from, but it's all psychological? What do you want to do? I feel like you have some sort of passion and plan that you're trying to manifest to help the world, to heal the world. But you first have to heal within yourself. You have to go within and accept your own healing, and know that we can be relentless and just dive deeply into pain, can't we? Instead of healing, instead of love, instead of self-love. Because we could dive into love, self-love. How do we nurture ourselves to make ourselves whole before we dive into something so powerful? This chapter, this page that you're turning, that you're trying to enter, you can only enter it by first being strong enough to do it. This is building your character. This is building your strength. You will have the endurance. You will have the abilities to do what it is you seek. But stop giving your power away first. Cut off the psychic connection. Do some saging. Do some healing. And really, really create some rituals and habits and patterns that suit your highest good, so you can become a healer for yourself and for others. That's what I have, Scorpio. I really, really appreciate it. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, let me know what you think down below. And yeah, that's what I have. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.